Hello my YouTube friends, it's Richard, founder of Short-Term Rental University and Airbnb Superhost. Today's video is really important. It's the pricing strategy that I recommend you adopt for 2018 and beyond. We've been doing a lot of research on what's happening, trends, pricing trends, booking trends. We've spoken to experts. We spoke at Scott at AirDNA. We spoke with Ian at Beyond Pricing on our podcast. If you haven't subscribed or listened to the podcast, please do so. We'll include the link below. But the latest data is with more choices, meaning more hotels and more Airbnbs and more opportunities to stay in different places, guests are responding by booking later. Prior years, people would book, say, Christmas or Easter or summer holidays 6 months in advance or maybe even a year in advance, like they knew they wanted to go. Well, the data shows very clearly that people are now booking much more close to the date of travel. 30 days and under is becoming the norm. That's not to say that there's not people that are booking Christmas a year out. That does exist. The point of this video is if people are booking 30 days or less, that's a very different mindset that we as hosts must have. I know when I started hosting on Airbnb and HomeAway, I would love having my calendar filled. It brought me comfort and certainty. Wow, I'm going to have a great month 3 months from now. Well, if that's not happening, then the inverse is true. Maybe I'm having discomfort that I'm not booked 3 months in advance. And so what do I do about that? So the first thing I do is I'm aware of the facts and the booking patterns, and so I don't freak out. I recognize, okay, well then I need to focus on my 30-day time period. And if that's true, then what I want to do is make sure that my 30-day price period is priced accordingly. And in my case, and I encourage in your case, that means prices are higher. The people that are giving away their property, say weeks, months, or even a year in advance, are likely doing it at the wrong price. They're priced too low. So the bargain shopper comes out and picks them off. That's great news for you and I. The people that are comfortable sitting, knowing what the data shows, we raise our prices, we still deliver a fair value. Don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about price gouging here. What we're basically doing is saying we're going to service the people the way that they want to be booked, but we're going to charge a fair price. So look, I get that that was a mouthful. Let me try and say it really simply. If we know that people are going to be booking 30 days and under and they want that flexibility, we're going to price accordingly. And we encourage you, and what I do is to price higher. I also use a dynamic pricing service. I personally believe very strongly in Beyond Pricing. Our link is below. If you haven't checked it out, do that. But what that helps me do is price appropriately based on my supply in my neighborhood, the demand in my neighborhood, events in my neighborhood, and also the proximity. So there's all these different variables that using big data, Beyond Pricing then calculates what my fair pricing is, and I can tell you that their average increase in price is somewhere around 30 to 40% people that use it. I've experienced that and then more. I just recently, this past week, booked something at 70% higher than when I priced it manually a year ago. And so all I'm encouraging hosts and people that are watching this video to do is to readjust your mind frame, go away from I want occupancy towards I want profitability, go away from booking far in advance towards booking more close to the date, and then get comfortable with that, knowing that you're actually charging higher prices and being more profitable. So in closing, I know what I'm suggesting sounds uncomfortable. Everybody wants the comfort of lots of bookings in the future. I get it. But we have to change our mindset. We're entrepreneurs, we're real estate investors, we're Airbnb hosts, and this is where the market's going, and so we're going to be smart about it. Just realize the following. We all have that same sort of uncertainty that says, I can't charge $200 for my place. I've only charged $100. No one will pay $200. That's natural. That little voice inside you, we've all had it. I'm suggesting that you experiment with it, and you will be shocked and amazed when the place that you manually price for $100 goes for $200. That $100 differential is all profit. So I hope you found this video helpful. I think it's going to put a lot more money in your pocket in 2018 and beyond. If you like it, give me the thumbs up. Subscribe to the podcast. There's lots of great experts there. And then also, please go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'd really appreciate it.